Thank you. Okay. We're live.
Hello.
Hello and welcome to Shelf This for July. This is a late live show. I try not to do that, but it was in fact me because I just finished the book today. And knew that I wouldn't be able to until today. But yeah, I'm excited. We're here with Ashley from A Fiction and Fantasy. I linked your Instagram, I believe, below.
Yeah.
You haven't been on the YouTube for a while, but Ashley was one of my first booktube friends, and I linked her down below, and she chose this book for us this month.
Yes.
I was excited about this pick. Firstly, we read Savor by Tarah Dewitt, and I was excited about this pick because I don't think we've done a true contemporary romance.
Yeah.
Ever? Question mark?
That's
I don't know.
Question.
Probably not this steamy. Let me pull up the
I know we've done a historical romance.
The shelf. Yes, I've picked a historical romance, but this, to be honest, might be the first just oh no, we read a couple. Stasia picked one, and no, Rylan picked a historical as well. So we've maybe done one.
Yeah.
So that's fun, and it was a long time ago.
I think this is my third pick, and the other two past years I did.
I know that's coming so fast.
I know.
Because next month is me, which means we've completed another full round. Ruby doesn't know about time zones and was here way earlier.
Welcome, Ruby.
And then she came back at the correct time. Watch on the TV. Please, no.
I know. I was just thinking that. I'm faithful.
I know. And Rylan is here. Yay. People are here to talk to us. I feel like romance is really hard to talk about, so I get nervous. Because there's not that much to say, I feel like. But I'm excited. Okay. Also, I was nervous. One, I came to work for this live show because my Wi-Fi at home isn't working. And then when I logged on, I sounded like a robot. So I luckily had my headphones, and I'm just praying they don't die. But we'll make it through. Should we talk about it?
Yeah, I'm nervous too because, like I said, normally I pick fantasy books, so I'm ready with here's what I thought of the world building, the lore, the magic system. We have two people, and they were into each other.
Romance is for fun.
Show.
Romance is for fun.
Yeah.
Elsa's here again. I think so many people read the book with us this month.
Yeah.
So I'm excited.
I'm surprised and excited because this was an old arc that I just needed to get through.
So I find that so interesting. I knew when you gave options that I thought that most of them were arcs.
They were all arcs. Yeah.
But then after you picked this, I kept seeing TikToks and stuff about from this author and about this book. So I think it is it's not super old. When was this published? It has to be new.
2024-ish.
May of 2024.
And so there's already
a year-old
that's coming out next year.
So okay, yeah. Also, realizing this might be not safe for work as I'm sitting at my job. It's fine.
I've been filtering what can I say that's appropriate.
Oh, you can say whatever you want.
Oh, cool.
You're good. My channel is we're good. But yeah, let's talk about. Should I pitch it? I don't know. I don't even know what to say it is because it's supposed to be fake dating.
Yeah, I
didn't really see the point in that. It kind of was, but it also completely wasn't. But it's a lady who lives in a small town and a man who is a chef and has some Michelin stars that get taken away, and for some reason he has to come to this small town, and then they're they clearly are into each other, and there's a brief mention of it would be beneficial if everybody thought we were dating, even though they're already into each other. So
yeah, it seemed like the focal point of the fake dating was for her benefit, that she would make her ex jealous, who's the town golden boy, and then for his benefit, he would seem trustworthy to the town. Who's trying to get some permits and stuff approved for his new, not specifically his new restaurant, but the new restaurant he's supposed to be spearheading.
Oh yeah, and he also recently became responsible for his niece, who's a teenager.
Yes, He's like a
Okay.
dad.
Yeah. He's basically a dad.
Yeah.
That's the main premise.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was just no reason for them to not real date. I agree.
Their only reason, I guess, is that he was like, well, this is temporary. And
Yeah.
then I'm leaving. So we could never be anything. Like that was
Right.
that was the only reason that they had the whole time.
Right. Not a good enough reason.
Yeah. Like it's like they've never heard of long distance.
Okay, let's talk about ratings, and then we can do what I love to do and talk about this in a non-linear, chaotic fashion.
All right. You want to go first?
I will, yeah. I was surprised. I started reading it physically, and I wasn't getting into it. Like, I was having trouble differentiating the two perspectives. I just, like, was a little lost and confused. That's a me problem, but I actually switched to the audiobook. I told Ashley, like, 4 chapters in, and I liked the audiobook. It worked a lot better for me, and I ended up giving it 3.5 stars.
Wow.
Which I think is, like, pretty good, especially for me listening on audio. I don't think I've ever given, like, a romance book 5 stars on audio.
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. I'm just checking. I know what I gave it, but I'm seeing if it's like a lower or high version.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I find that interesting too, because I think that like of our group of friends, we're kind of on the like, we're going to rate things lower side.
Oh, yeah, I love to. I don't love to, but I do rate low.
Yeah. I gave this one 4 stars.
Nice.
A like low / like a medium 4 stars.
Yeah.
Love
it.
I am not as critical with romance books.
I'm pretty easy with romance.
Because it's like, did I laugh or cry? And I think
and mine's like, was it fun? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I think I might have liked parts that the other people thought were the worst parts. So I'm excited to talk about that.
I was reading some stuff in the channels and I was like, oh, we didn't like that.
I know. Retweet. Okay, let's read what our friends rated it.
Yeah.
Lizzie gave it 3. I thought it would be lower, to be honest, so that's good.
Yeah.
I do think like it started a little rough for me and then got better. I was worried at first.
Fair.
I'm also on a busy road if you hear cars zoom past. Running gave it 4. Again, high. I listened to the audio.
Yeah.
Also audio, thought it was great. Pretty good audiobook.
Agree.
Elsa's at a 3. Ruby's at a 3. Honestly, like
these are kind of good.
It's pretty good. I feel like there's even when there's books some of us like, I feel like some people are like 2 stars. So not bad. I did not like the male narrator. I needed him to relax. I actually wanted to comment on when the female narrator was talking in her like manly voice.
Yeah.
I was like, it was giving me the ick real bad.
I think so too. I think I switched back and forth because I read this a lot at night. So then I would switch to my ebook to not wake Michael up.
Oh, yeah.
So.
I seriously considered DNFing. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't really feel that. I did basically listen to it all day today. So I knew that I was just like going to sit exactly in this spot and listen to the whole thing.
Yeah. That was hard for me too. Because
I was keeping notes on how far behind I was. This says 9 a.m., 15 minutes behind. Because I was like trying to catch up to the audiobook time so I'd finish by the end of my workday. But then I started adding random other notes that are just stupid.
I love you.
Like this was me going through my day. Also, there's something here that's inappropriate that I have to talk about later.
Okay.
I'm not into it.
Notes of things we forgot to mention. One thing I thought was really funny. I'm not like a Twilight girl, but this was based in Spoons, Oregon, which was, to my knowledge, is not a real town and was like a spoof of Forks, Washington.
Yeah. When it was first said, she said something like "not to be confused with."
Yeah. And then what was the other thing? There was one other thing I was gonna say. It's left my brain, so we'll come back to it.
Okay, I can't talk about it now. It really doesn't make sense in this place. We'll talk about it later.
Oh, I wanted to know, Lizzie, why you considered DNFing it.
What's that? And then also the playlist.
Yeah.
I should have pulled it up. I'm gonna pull
I
it up.
loved the playlist.
There was a lot of Taylor Swift, but also it was important to me that Wide Open Spaces by The Chicks was on there.
Oh,
And she also mentioned that song again, like in the book, which I'm sure is why it was on the playlist.
okay.
Oh, I felt catfished by it being spoons. Thought there would be more Twilight references. Or like maybe it was like a little bit fan fiction. I'm not that familiar with Twilight, so I wouldn't have recognized it.
I'm trying to think, like, what could the fan fiction have?
I really don't think it was. I think she, as an author, is probably just a fan of Twilight, and it was like a cute little thing she
like
could do.
where in the Pacific Northwest could I put this? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true because it's spelled like Spunes.
Oh, yeah. I was listening to the audiobook, so I didn't even. I just assumed it was a good playlist. I should have listened to it today, honestly.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay. But it's spoons. Yeah. Oh. I didn't even realize. Whoopsie. Okay, my notes at 10 a.m. were that it was getting spicy, and that's when I came into the chat, I think, and said if my coworkers knew what I was listening to right now. Yeah. And I think that was the canoe part.
That was really funny.
And then I went and like started reading, unspoilering some of the chats to other people being like, yeah, I wasn't into the canoe thing. And I was like, oh. Whoops.
As a girl who's been in a canoe, I thought it was pretty funny.
Have any of you, I know some of you go on TikTok and some of you don't. There's like a TikTok trend that I've been getting of like on jet skis. Does anybody know what I'm about to say? Well, they're just like, I've gotten like a few different people doing it where they're like going fast and it's like a guy driving the jet ski, but the girl's like turned around so their, parts are like touching and they're like going on the water.
I haven't seen that.
Okay, whoops. Like that's what I was kind of thinking.
Now I'm gonna be like figuring out how to search that on TikTok.
I'll find one. Like it's not okay, whatever. But then right after that, I wrote food descriptions. Yum.
It was nice food descriptions. I was hungry at like 1 a.m. reading this.
Usually they don't get me, but I don't even remember what he was talking about making at that point, but it sounded so good. It also was right before lunch.
Yeah, that's fair. I think that's the one thing I was going to say is I don't know if I would have rated this lower because when I do the intrigue thing in the compile, I base it on like how quickly I read the book.
Oh.
And I thought it was my fault. So I thought you'd already finished the book. So I was like, oh my God, I have to have it done by like the end of the week. So I read it in a week. I don't think I would have read it that fast.
You should have communicated.
That's like my one thing in friendships. I'm always like, it's my fault. And they're like, why didn't you communicate?
It's not your fault. What else did I think? I don't know. I feel like I'm not talking about anything in any order. I thought the whole book was mid, but I honestly felt the angst.
I did too.
It was Stevie, and I liked it.
I thought it was like I thought it was. I would watch it as a rom-com movie.
Yeah, I do think this is one that it would like make because I feel like you connect to characters when you see them. I'm not a visual reader, so like I do think this probably would make a good movie because it would be filling in some gaps of like caring about people and recognizing people.
Yeah.
I have no comments about side characters because like I wasn't paying attention.
So I did really
I know that she had the brothers.
Mm-hmm.
I forget that's kind of our opening scene. We should have talked about that.
Okay, yeah. So the opening we're so good at this. The opening scene is that he is staying this is like the second, right? Because it starts out and they're just talking about like phallic shaped buildings because we were all like, what is this book?
Yeah, I don't know.
So she's like, wow, like someone's moving into this building. They're like renovating it. Like, who could it be? Mm-hmm. And then they switch to the guy's POV and he's moving in to this house that her it's not like her rental, but she like helps with upkeep for the rental.
I think she's friends with the people who own it, was the vibe I was getting.
And so Ruby, I'm sorry, I just saw Ruby's comment.
I saw this too late and I didn't remember.
I love that for you. God bless America.
Okay, this is true. The niece was a like pretty standout character.
I liked her a lot. Now here's the thing. I'm excited for book 2 because so in the intro scene, it's the two like brothers. They show up.
Okay. Yep.
Cops, emergency responders, something like that. So they show up and they're like, bro, like you called 911 because of a Roomba. Like, okay, I would have been scared too. I've done worse. But and so we find out like those are the female main characters' brothers.
Yeah.
And one of them, we find out like throughout the book that he used to be married to her best friend.
Mm-hmm.
And they're not married anymore. I think they have at least one kid together, maybe.
Okay.
And one that really got me is like in the town hall meeting, she says like, I can't remember her name. I'm going to call her Willow, but that's wrong.
Okay.
Wendy. They're like, hey, I'm like Willow so-and-so, it's your turn. And then he like cuts in the town hall meeting and he's like, actually, her last name is still mine. And I was like, okay.
Oh, he wants her.
Yeah.
He wants her real bad.
I guess book 2 is the sequel, is a spinoff of them. Yeah, exactly. The oldest brother, ? And the best friend. Yes.
They're getting together next book. Okay.
We're like selling intriguing too.
Intriguing.
Oh.
He's so sad with how much he wants her. Oh. Maybe they can go back to the library.
No, I like that because I'm kind of newer to romance books because like I only had Sarah Dessen. I read like every Sarah Dessen and then I got like more into fantasy and that was.
You read that much like adult contemporary romance?
No, so I read like Icebreaker. What did you have me read? The cowboy one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heartless by Elsie Silver. You just need to read the next one in that book. It's like worlds better.
I've read book 1 and 2 now.
Okay. Did you like the second one way better?
I did. I want to read book 3.
Okay, book 4?
Yeah, you're selling me.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm very intrigued by like this seems really common, but like in fantasy, like books 1 through 7, like they're all just the same character.
No, it's always side characters.
Yeah. And so it was really interesting as like each book is like a different person. Yeah, but they're still tied in, so you still get to see them, but like but not enough that you're sick of them. And I'm like, oh, I like this.
Oh my gosh, I love that you're discovering that for the first time. I'm obsessed. Obsessed for you. Everybody gets to fall in love. Every side character you meet in romance is like, ooh, I wonder who they're gonna be with. Because we're gonna get a book eventually.
I like that more because it fits what I want, where it's like I don't know who's gonna end up together.
And you don't have to like read them in order.
Oh, okay, well I have
to.
So
if there's like somebody you don't like though, you could be like, oh, I'm just gonna skip their book.
Oh.
Yeah, because I sometimes will skip tropes I don't like.
Interesting. I hadn't considered that.
Okay. I'll say my thing now, and it's more about spicy scenes because I do think this was spicy in a way that I generally liked.
Yeah.
Okay. They do a thing in this book, which is a thing that I generally am into. It's the Tessa Bailey thing. I won't say it out loud, but there was a lot of that happening in this book. But there was a sexy scene, when he essentially tells her to use spit. And I instantly was like, no.
I'm trying to remember.
That's why I was like, Elsa, I can't start with this comment.
Hold on.
I don't like it.
Why am I searching spit?
It really gave me the ick. Yeah, it is this thing that Lizzie said that we disagree on.
Oh.
You need a little risk. A little risk. I feel like all my friends know that about me, that like I kind of like that in books, but Probably the whole internet doesn't need to know.
Oh, okay, I'm reading the scene.
Well, also like a canoe, like you're. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And the canoe scene reminded me of a movie that was really popular. I think that
The Notebook. They ride a canoe in The Notebook, but they don't really. Nothing really happens till they get off the canoe.
No, what movie is it? Like maybe this is like some movie no one ever watched or I like dreamt it once. They're like in a storm and they're like, oh no, it's storming, and they run under a canoe and then they kiss on accident. What movie?
Under a canoe?
I think so. It was like a canoe racked.
Oh, like flipped over.
I think, and they weren't underwater though. At least, like from
yeah.
was that a like a movie?
I don't watch movies.
I'll have to get back to us.
Yeah.
Okay.
What other thoughts do I have? I don't know. I recently read a book where it was the same dilemma of like, it was the female in that book who was like there for short term and then fell in love and then was like, but my dreams, and like had to leave, and then she decided to stay. And I didn't like that she decided to like give up her dreams and come back to the small town, but it worked better for me in this one, which I think made this even better, having like the worst experience like at the top of my brain.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I also think that's a good point.
Like somebody did it bad, so it made this seem better.
Yeah. I feel like a lot of the time it's like city girl has bad city boyfriend, comes to small town,
rural man.
Yeah, and then it's like, no, I can't. I'm going to be a lawyer, CEO, doctor, insert,
Yeah.
And then she's like, no, all I want is just to like be a housewife, which no shade at all.
Yeah.
But like that, like she always gives up her future and then goes to the small town guy. So I agree with that. I think this was a nice twist that it's the guy who is like, never mind, I'm gonna move to the small town.
Yeah. No, actually, I'm talking about, I think it's the second book in the Done and Dusted series. The woman is like a interior designer and she comes to do a project. And that woman, I think, should not have her dream to be with that man. But I liked that book, but the ending ruined it for me.
I'm trying to think, what was so like the whole book was about Fisher's job, right? But Sage's
like
job,
him being a chef.
Yeah, but Sage's job was mentioned like one time, right? Like she was like a teacher or something.
I don't know. In the end, she's like selling flowers.
Oh,
she's chasing a new dream.
Interesting. Very Rapunzel. I'm gonna be completely honest. I cared about it for most of the book, but then at the very end, I was just kind of like 2 times speed. Like they must.
Yeah, the epilogue I didn't really care about. I will say at noon on my time card, I wrote, mentioned diner owner is retiring. Foreshadowing for sure. I caught it right away. Mentioned diner. Our chef main character, diner man, mentions he's retiring.
That's so funny. Wow. You're good at this. They're
cute. And I think like Indy's whole situation, I want to talk about Indy more. Indy with the little boy that night that she didn't come home, and then he's like next to them and they're making out in the car. I thought that was so funny.
Yeah, the like nephew or whoever he was.
Yeah. I thought that was funny. And I also thought like good for him because he like had the sex talk, but like it was like kind of a joke, but he was like, no, seriously.
Yeah.
And then I just thought that was funny and cute. Like he was letting her be a teenager or whatever. But then the end part when she's like, I thought I wanted to be in New York, but like there's no grass and like I hate it here and nobody said it smells like hot garbage. Like I like that.
Yeah.
Because it was like he wasn't gonna stay because like obviously as it should be, Indy was like a big priority for him.
Yeah.
And her being like, I miss it there was.
I think that's really important. Like giving the kids agency too, instead of just being like, oh, I'm in love with this chick. Never mind, we're moving again.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with that. We have some comments.
This makes sense that Lizzie picked up on.
Thank you, Lizzie.
That she was a teacher on summer vacation. Yeah. Also the canoeing competition.
Yeah, that's true.
We haven't talked about that at all.
It was it seemed like it was going to be the main plot of the book, and then it felt like it was only there for them to like hook up. And then by the end, it was like only an afterthought. Like they barely even described the competition.
True. The like section of it actually happening was so brief, but I guess I liked the aspect of them like doing an activity together, but then I didn't like, she presented it like it was something she really wanted to do and it was important to her, but then I feel like it kind of fell off as being important to her. And he was like, no, if we're doing this, we have to win.
Yeah.
Which is like how I would act.
I get that too.
But being a flower farmer,
I disagree. If she wants to be a flower farmer, let her live.
Yeah. I just like am thinking too, like this man went from these like New York Michelin star restaurants to like now you work at a diner and your girlfriend wife is a flower farmer. Like, okay, low income. Like, no offense.
My is it was anti-capitalist because they didn't go after like, oh well, you could have been at a Fortune 500. Yeah, I was like, I'm kind of into that. You're right though. They probably don't have a lot of retirement savings.
No. I think the teens were realistically done. Yeah, it was like a good added thing, not like a nobody cares thing.
Yeah.
I feel like the contest made no sense. I couldn't follow what that was about, but I agree they needed a mission. Yeah. I mean, I understood that like this town festival thing was happening.
Yeah. And then like
because they needed bathrooms.
And then like they go up against the ex-boyfriend and the new girlfriend / fiance, but then that wasn't actually the contest. Like it was just practice. And like
I think that confused me.
I thought that was the contest at first.
Yeah, me too. So. I did also.
And I felt like we got more on that like fake thing than the actual like contest when it happened. Because I can't remember why, but they were like, "Oh, you're late."
They were at the hospital with what's his name?
Yeah, the brother.
Yeah, and they were like, "Aren't you guys supposed to be doing this canoe thing?"
Yeah.
And they're like, "No, it's not important." And they're all like, "Okay, we better go last minute." Like that was kind of cheesy to me.
You're right. Yeah, that was really weird. Like the whole thing with the brother, I kind of was confused. Like,
well, my thing was like I wasn't getting the vibe that he was dying, so like,
yeah,
I wasn't getting the vibe that they needed to be there with him 24/7. So like, why wouldn't you still do the canoe thing? But whatever.
Like, was the point to up the ante of like a reminder that life is short and they should go for it? Like,
sure.
Okay.
Sure. Yeah. I don't think I have other thoughts. I feel like through my chaotic going here, going there, we've touched most things.
I'm trying to think if I have literally any thoughts other than this.
Do we think the teenagers will stay together?
No.
Hey, it works for some of us.
That's fair. Okay, I guess it's also a book series where in a romance, like do they get book 3?
No, they won't. No. I guarantee it's her and then the two brothers, and that's like going to be a trilogy. I could almost guarantee that.
That's fair. I wonder who they would put. I don't want to call them the Burn.
There could be new characters. Like the woman could be new.
That's fair. Yeah. So that could be fun. I do want to read book 2. That comes out.
I just need to like remember that it exists.
Yeah.
Because knowing that I like the audiobook, I would like purposely do it on audiobook. So I need to remember like next Wonderthon.
It's already
my hair's really bugging me.
I thought, okay, because I was gonna be like, I'll get an arc and then remind everyone, but no, I'm not going to remember.
You're like, oh yeah, it is out.
It's gonna go in my current series tracker, like series 89.
I don't like that cover.
much.
Something about the added purple is not good to me.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like her cardigan.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it'll be fun, and it is rated. It's rated 4 point.
I saw Martine said it was like super high rated. Ooh.
Okay, yeah, because
Okay, you
Savor
do
is
it
rated
first.
like 4.9.
You do it first and tell us.
All right, Rylan, you're the test subject.
Okay. Anybody else have any other thoughts? I had fun. I think it's a good, like, fun, fresh thing to talk about. Sometimes we're talking about serious books,
Yeah,
and it's not that serious. Reading's for fun.
agreed.
I say my pick's probably gonna be make me emo next month.
Oh no, I
Should I talk
have
about that? You have what?
my next ones in here. I have a
Oh.
spy and the struggle, and again the
Okay.
magic.
In your catch-up game?
Mm-hmm.
I think that we all really liked both of those. I liked both of those at least. Do you have access to the spreadsheet where you see what we all rated them?
Yes, I do somewhere in my like Google Drive.
I mean, it's in the like shelf this Discord also.
I have to read.
Like easy to find.
I DNF'd one of them.
Yeah, as you should. Some of them were not good.
It was like where the lost causes. I just DNF'd that one. So now I have
I think that was a Nessa pick, like her first ever pick,
It
or was
could
that a
be.
Martine pick? It was one of them.
I remember the titles. I don't remember the people.
Yeah. This was a fun pick. Okay. I'm just gonna let everybody know that next month we're reading I picked for August, and we're reading My Friends by Frederick Bachman.
Oh.
Which I'm so excited about. I have failed at picking so many times that I just picked a favorite author, a new release, because I'm trying to focus on new releases, and I've been seeing good reviews come in for that one, so I'm excited.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna make me feel like nostalgic, sentimental, love my friends so much. So I'm excited to read it with friends.
I'm hyped because I want to read a Frederick Bachman book. I
love Frederick Bachman.
So.
And he's translated, so like good
Oh.
stuff. His writing style is just like beautiful to me. I love it so much.
Awesome. I'll have to let you know. I can't remember which one I have, but I'll let you know when I read it because I'm excited.
Yeah. Okay, and that's the plan.
Yay. We did it.
We did it. Okay. Off we go. Bye. I'm going to go home after this.
I'm going to sleep.
That's fair. Big day. Okay, bye, friends.
Bye.